Okay, welcome to week two. So in week two for this project, we're going to be adding our first new obstacles. Each week we're going to be adding kind of more and more layers of obstacles to our game, but this first one's going to be some pretty simple stuff. It's going to be a moving platform and a floor that can hurt you. But we're going to be starting with the moving platform. So let's start by making sure we're in our test scene. If you're not in, you can verify that by looking at the top of your hierarchy here. If you don't see _ test scene there, you'll need to go to your resources scenes folder and find test scene and load it up there. Once you've got it loaded up here, we want to go to our resources folder again, go to prefabs, structures, catwalk, and find catwalk long. If you can't read all the names fully here in the project window, excuse me, that's totally okay. Just select stuff until you find the one that says catwalk long. Make sure it's not the one that's catwalk long rails, but it is in fact the one that says catwalk long. And then we can go ahead and just drag that right up into the hierarchy. That's going to put it in the corner of our room here. Next, what we need to do is rename this to platform object. So just like that, we'll rename that to platform obj. And then we need to create an empty game object, but we don't want to click anywhere. We want to right click on our platform old and then hit create empty. And that's going to move it into this corner. That's where this object's actual pivot is, which is not where we want to be determining our motion. We want to be doing it from the center of our platform. So we're going to use our yellow arrow here and our yellow box to try to move this as close to the center of this platform as possible. It doesn't have to be exact. It can be a little bit off center. It's fine as long as it's close to the center. That's all we want. So it looks like that's just about in the middle of these four little things here. And again, you can move around the scene view by holding right click with your mouse over the scene view and then using WASD. That's pretty much good. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. But once you get it positioned like this, we want to move that child game object out. So you drag it and then look for that blue line to appear and drop it on the blue line. That will make it no longer a child of our platform object. We're going to call this moving platform. Just like that. And then we're going to make our platform object a child of moving platform by dropping platform object right onto moving platform. What we then want to do is go to where it says box collider here. We're going to click on this and hit copy component on these three dots on the right side here. Hit copy component and go to our moving platform. And then on the three dots for transform here, we'll find the option that says paste component as new. That's going to paste a box collider onto our empty object here. But as you can see, it's pretty off center. So what we want to do is set the X and Z values for this center vector 3 here. We want to set that to both of those to 0. And then we want to click on the Y and get those little arrows to pop up. Click and drag over to the left and line that collider up with the top of our platform here. Looks like that's pretty much good. It's still a little bit off center, so I'm going to drag it. Oop, it looks like the Z axis. We need to shift it over slightly. So you should end up with your box collider's center here looking pretty similar, where it's 0, about 0.36, and about -0.06. Should be good for that. We also want to make sure we check this is trigger box because we're going to be using this top collider as a trigger to move our player along with the platform. So once you've got those values all set and is trigger is checked off, we can go back to our gameplay prefabs folder and we're just going to drop moving platform right there into our prefabs folder. And in the next step, we're going to set up the script that's actually going to handle moving our platform for us. Don't forget to save your scene, and I'll see you in the next step.